Hi everybody, my name is Barry Schwartz and this is the Search Buzz video recap. Today is Friday, August 14th, 2015, and I'm actually doing this video from up north, really up north in Israel, someplace called Kibbutz Lavi. I'm here just for the weekend, trying to figure out the lighting, but I'll see what happens. Any event, I guess you're going to have to listen to me. I'll just keep moving around and you can listen to this video. So the first thing that happened this week was that Google announced that they're restructuring. They're making a new company called Alphabet Inc. And G is just one part of the alphabet. So Google is a company within the actual company of Alphabet Inc. And Google's co-founders, Sergey Brin and Larry Page, will be the founders or the people running Alphabet Inc. And the new CEO that they put in charge of Google specifically is the man you know behind Android and Chrome and stuff like that, Sundar, I can't pronounce his last name, Pichai. And this is going to be basically a major restructuring for Google. It's going to, again, be known as Alphabet, and Google's going to be one of the companies within Alphabet, which is a very interesting move, probably done for tax reasons, but I'm not exactly sure. The second thing I wrote about this week was something that that Jack Clark noticed. It was kind of like a joke, that if you go to the Alphabet website, which is at abc.xyz, which is a website about the company, you'll see in there, and there's hidden code with a period hyperlinking specifically to the Huli.xyz website, which is specifically obviously a Silicon Valley comedy show on a network. So it's pretty interesting to see that as a hidden link linking there, and people were like, "Hey, Google should go ahead and ban their parent company, Alphabet Inc., at abc.xyz because they're doing hidden links." So we'll see. Nothing happened yet. I still think the link's still there, so it's just pretty funny to see that. This morning I covered at the Surgeon Roundtable that Gary from Google said he would love to see interstitials to become a negative ranking factor. Probably on mobile mostly, but why not also on desktop search? So he said that actually we've seen Google say that several times over the years, and Google has said it over and over again. And now Google specifically, Gary from Google specifically saying he'd love to see that become a negative ranking factor. And honestly, I think this is going to happen pretty soon. Also this week, John Mueller said that specifically Google does not use user actions on your website as a ranking factor at all. They don't know if people are completing forms. They don't know what people exactly are clicking on your website or how people are navigating your website. They don't know that information. Now, obviously, they have Google Analytics, but they don't use that data. So Google said, and John Mueller said, basically, they do not use that information specifically for a ranking signal. They do not know user interaction data for a ranking factor. Also, we covered this week that even links pointing to soft 404 pages, not real 404 pages, but soft 404 pages, pages that look like 404 pages that don't serve up the 404 header information, those links on those web pages pointing to those websites have no impact on your ranking, either positive or negative. We said in the past that if disavows don't work for you, or you don't want to disavow stuff, or you have some negative links pointing to your website, you could actually go ahead and use 404 the page that has the bad links, and that won't count against you or the whole website. Google's also saying that also works with soft 404 pages, which is very interesting, and people should probably play with that. Google said pipes in URLs. Well, first, Google mentioned something about pipes and title tags being fine. And back in 2010, John Mueller said that pipes and URLs don't really work too well for Google indexing, because pipes are really not a certain. It's like an OR character. It's an OR operator in search, so it's not really a good way to use for URLs. So you don't want to put a pipe, which is one of those, in the URL structure. The question is, does it work? And I'm sure it does work, but at the same time, is it something that you should probably be doing? Probably not. But you definitely can and should and feel free to use pipes, again, those lines in your title tags. People use it all the time. It doesn't have any positive or negative impact on that. Google's asking SEOs and webmasters how do they proactively detect duplicate content issues. John Mueller posted on Google Plus asking people, tell us how you do that. I think Google's looking for new ways and tools to help webmasters detect these duplicate content issues. Also, Google released a new Google Local Pack, a 3-pack, instead of the 7-pack. Now it's a 3-pack. We talked about that last week, and now we have some studies on eye tracking and click studies. So Casey from the Interstitial blog posted a click study that shows the clicks on local, organic, paid, and more, as well as the eye tracking study showing how people's eyes focus on different blocks, and they're obviously focusing more on the organic and the ads, and they are looking at the first and second results in the local pack. So you definitely want to take a look at that as well. Sorry, I'm doing it from outside. Google Map Maker has officially reopened in 6 different countries, so they're slowly reopening the Google Map Maker feature. Google announced this week, and the countries it launched in is reopening in in Bangladesh, Brazil, Canada, India, the Philippines, and the Ukraine. So if you want to be part of that, you can definitely play with it. Google Map Maker closed back a few months ago because of some embarrassing map hacks through the Google Map Maker system. Moz released their search ranking study this week, showing links are still the most important factor in Google rankings. And if you want to take a look at that, we posted a link to the Moz search ranking factors. They had 150 plus SEOs as well as correlation studies, which is a pretty comprehensive study, one of the most comprehensive studies people do around search ranking factors. Google Shopping announced some new automated bidding strategies or techniques. One is max clicks, one is enhanced CPCs, and the final is targeted ROAS. So you definitely want to take a look at that if you're using Google Shopping. And finally, they went ahead and announced that this is the last chance to register for to register to speak for XMX Israel. So if you want to speak for XMX Israel, it's too late, but you definitely could come out here. I'm not based in Israel, I'm based in New York, but I'm here again for a family event, and I'm going to come back on November 1st. So I'll be here the last week of October and November 1st to run XMX Israel, which is a pretty big show we have. We sell out about 550 attendees. It's definitely a cool opportunity to come to Israel and learn some search marketing. It's one of the better shows we do. But obviously, I personally put a lot of my own time into it. In any event, it was the last chance for speakers to pitch for that, so I'm working on figuring out who's going to speak and figure out who's going to speak on the agenda, so you'll learn more about that going forward. So if you do want to register, just Google XMX Israel, and if you click the register button, it's pretty cheap, and look forward to seeing you there. In any event, thanks so much for listening to the Search Buzz Reader Recap. Again, today is Friday, August 14th, and here we are in North Israel, and I'll see you guys next week, and hope you had a great weekend, everyone.